the United States since World War II. If you go to the bookstores, the federal government bookstores such as Golden Gate in San Francisco or the government printing offices, get the back literature. I have it in my files, a lot of it are books available to Antarctica, the building there, the shipping there, the money going there, the equipment going there. The United States hasn't let a hunk of ice sit there with a bunch of penguins on it and pretending we don't know what's going on there. This has been a place that is going to be more in the news. We've built it up and built it up, and now the chickens are coming home to roost.
Alexandria, love what you just wrote. We are not of this world. We invite the Almighty Father. We invite the Almighty guide us into clear understanding. Guide us. We praise you. Understand. Guide us. We praise you. Guide us. We praise you. Amen.
I hope you're ready. Reagan asked the National Science Foundation to continue a budget to manage the Antarctica program. So asinine, imagine anything so acid hasn't been going on continuously, and all that area is charted out and mapped. There's the Rockefeller Plateau, there's the Hitler area. Get your maps on Argentina and Antarctica and how close it is to Argentina and see what's really going on.
I gotta say hello, Seki Goddess of Light. David Icke, she writes, is the leader of the benevolent faction of the Reptilians. Good guy. And oh yeah, David Icke looks at the Reptilian. He is. I get good vibe off of him a lot, and I do feature a great clip of him in Rvnez 9 where he's asked on the BBC. Basically, he's promoting his book, but he doesn't talk about his book until the last 5 seconds. But they are trying to pin conspiracy theory as that term that belongs to someone who is lazy and doesn't do research. It's amazing. They think that conspiracy theories are born out of the lazy that don't do research. We are conspiracy analysts. We know that there's conspiracies. So we analyze them. We analyze the clues that you don't give us. It's that easy. But they say we're lazy. Wow. So yeah, I do mention that in there, and David Icke holds it down like a boss. He holds it down like a fucking boss. I guess when you do this for your whole life, you get pretty bossy. Oh shit! All right, yeah. So Angelina just said that she's great. She's at the call-in hydrotherapist with her cousin. Shout out. She's fucking awesome. Everything like that. They're getting cleaned out. They're getting a tube in their butthole softly, and water is released that is cold and then hot, and they do like 6 cycles. So it's like vacuuming your interior. I'd be there right now. Maybe I'll go next week. I used to do it a lot. Angelina's done it more. And so, yeah, she's basically getting salad work right now.
But the real issue goes back to what Admiral Byrd saw and wrote about that is locked up in the archive. The truth of what's going to come out of there is what's locked up that we haven't been allowed to see. Now, last week on this program, I talked about the confrontation down at the Falkland Islands. I referred to books on the UFO, the Nazi secret weapons, the activity down there, and the lining up of Alexander Haig, in particular, where his royalties are and where they're not, and the role of the United States down in the Falklands. And I claim that the real story has less to do with the Falklands than it has to do with Antarctica. And if you don't have that broadcast, you can get the tape of 540 just last week.
I'm going to keep on pausing because this is my show. David, thank you. Yes, and actually, that is being incorporated into the movie for Cash. I knew I had to put that in there. I wrote the movie yesterday. I had completely scratched what I had written before I got arrested, and that threw a whole wrench because I did everything. But yeah, when I'm done here, I'm gonna record the vocals for it. At least I'm gonna be doing it here. By tonight, I'm vocals ready. Which means by Monday, the most exciting of the movies. When I get to paint. I'll show you guys myself painting. Maybe I'll record it. I'll record the painting. Wow. That's something else. That's something else. You can learn how to edit and then also observe what happens. Okay. Right. There's one conversation I think we should have, y'all. Cece brought it up. She's like, I'm worried that David Icke might be a Freemason, right? Not all Masons are made equal. Or actually ascend people. Some go dark, some stay light. I don't really know the 100 on that, but I've had people reach out to me wanting to come on the podcast and talk about how they're a Freemason and how they want to correct the public opinion on it. They seem like great people. When I was in jail, I went to 2, maybe 3 or 4 actually, people that I bonded with on a level where I know our futures will combine again when they're out of jail. One of them is Freemason. He learned from, I don't remember the name of the person who created the sector of it, but it was the first African American to create it. And this was in 1775, so before 76. And seemed to do him really well. He seemed very humble.
Monday, when I left the tape off at the tape center to be duplicated and printed up the sheets that go with it, I stopped at the printers. I was reading my newspaper while the copies were being made, and there was the Monterey Herald, the morning paper, with Jack Anderson's article, Threat to Antarctica. And he was saying, in effect, to paraphrase some of the sentences or give him the quotes, he says, the Argentine invasion of the Falkland Islands may be a warm-up for future assault on Antarctica, but next time the U.S. toes may be tramped on. And he goes on to secret CIA documents that point to conditions for the aggression down there, and he leaves some of the important ones out, but he lists a few. And the CIA papers about the oil, the Argentine desire to have bases down there and to take the Falklands, and the controversy with the British and the CIA and the Argentine destroyers at one time sought to halt the British research vessels, but they didn't succeed. And Britain held on to the Falklands for a long time, and I'll go into a little history of that. He says there have been similar tensions over the Antarctic. The CIA has documents calling overlapping claims of the United Kingdom, Argentina, and Chile on the Antarctic Peninsula. And this is about the conflicts going down there, that what they really want and what will bring the United States in is Antarctica and not the Falklands. And then Jack Anderson, my associate, Dale Van Atta, who recently visited Antarctica, found the Argentine has been forceful in pressing its territorial claims. It's interesting that he's down there because, see, the average person thinks that Antarctica is just a lot of ice with a lot of penguins and nothing else going on. And all you have to do is get your National Geographic maps going way back.
Oh man, this is juicy. I mean, I thought there was some beyond all the ice, but I just thought there was ice. You gotta see. Yeah, this is great. I like what you're bringing up here. Psyche Goddess of Light. Most of us are reptilian. A lot of the New Age guru types are, despite saying they're fighting them. I was told by the last lady I dated that I was reptilian. Before I was like offended, I thought, okay, let's just do this. And then started researching it. She went to her healer. They said he's reptilian, but the good kind, and also another one I did not know about. I associate with Lyrian. She didn't say it. That's the thing. There's a lot of, you got to get multiple sources. Just like you do online, you got to do it with your psychics. It's legit. We had a run-in with a reptilian on our trip. 2 of them. A good one and a bad one. I'm saying shit that I haven't said about this trip here right now. The good one, obviously, Jacob. The bad one, can't talk about. But, yeah, shit. Maybe I'm saying too much already. Damn it. I want to keep going, but I don't want to offend them.
For 20, 30 years, and you realize there's a lot of building, construction, and locations and places there that are more than fascinating to study. And I mentioned last week the expedition of Admiral Byrd that was a top secret visit. And on the map of Antarctica, the National Geographic one, there's an area that says the most surprising discovery of Byrd's operation.
I just thought there was just ice. You gotta see. Yeah, this is great. I like what you're bringing up here. Psyche goddess of light. Most of us are reptilian. A lot of the New Age guru types are, despite saying they're fighting them. I already thought of a few. I was told by the last lady I dated that I was reptilian. And before I was like offended, I thought, okay, let's just think about this. And I started researching it. She went to her healer, and they said he's reptilian, but the good kind. And also another one I did not know about. I associated with Lyrian. She didn't say it. That's the thing. There's you got to get multiple sources, just like you do online. You got to do it with your psychics. Psychics are legit. We had a run-in with a reptilian on our trip. Two, a good one and a bad one. I'm saying shit that I haven't said about this trip here right now. The good one, obviously, Jacob. The bad one, can't talk about. But, yeah, shit. Maybe I'm saying too much already. Damn it. I want to keep going, but I don't want to offend anybody.
For 20, 30 years, and you realize there's a lot of building, construction, and locations and places that are more than fascinating to study. And I mentioned last week the expedition of Admiral Byrd that was a top secret visit. And on the map of Antarctica, the National Geographic one, there's an area that says the most surprising discovery of Byrd's operation, called High Jump in 1947, was a so-called oasis here. Ice-free blue and green lakes, really inert arms of the sea, were scattered among 300 square miles of bare brown hills. Brown hills, ice-free areas, green lakes, Admiral Byrd, 1947. Those were the areas that are top secret, that we're not allowed to see, that are locked up or destroyed.
That's venturing into the next realm. What if there is a doorway in the firmament? Some sort of, almost like when a newborn baby comes out, there's softness at the top of the head. What if there's a vulnerability here that you can go through only at specific times? Maybe specific astrological sync-ups. Who knows? All of it's up to speculation. I do believe there are reptilians, and all of us, they've been here the longest. They're the reason we are here. What's up, Milo? What'd you miss? Not masturbating is good, and there are some fuckeries involved with Antarctica. That's what it is. I'm reading. Fred. Is it Fred O'Brien? Fred? Fred. I want to say Fred. Okay. What's up, lady? Like the Golden Land in Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged. And those are the areas Admiral Byrd was talking about in the Chilean press on his way home. And then the documents were locked up. You haven't seen much in the last years at all, even though these maps have been public for a long time. Nobody seemed to take note. Now, last week I was talking about space stations down there and activity down in that area that has not been in the public eye very much yet, but it will. And I want to read just a couple of pages from a book called Messages of Deception by Jacques Vallée. Vallée wrote this book in 1979 about spaceships. He wrote in 1979, let me summarize my conclusions about the UFOs. He says in the introduction, beginning of his book, the UFOs are real. They are an application of psychotronic technology. They are physical devices used to affect human consciousness. Holy shit. Psychotronic devices. You throw your hand on a piece of something and your mind, psyche, psychotronic, messes with the electronics. Maybe it's not even maybe it's just a different form of whatever tronic it is. How consciousness even smokes. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a no nut May. We're gonna do a May where we don't nut. Yes, we don't do that. At least we're supposed to, right? And the reason I'm reading this for those of you that didn't get the program last week is that there is a lot of literature and a lot of hard evidence that the UFOs are man-made and they're made down in Antarctica combined with these death weapons out of Argentina and in Antarctica with the United States technology ultimately collusion with the United States Air Force and NASA and Nazi scientists, and that's why this area is so important. He says they may not be from outer space, they may in fact be terrestrial-based manipulating devices. Their purpose may be to achieve social changes on the planet. Their methods are those of deception, systematic manipulation of witnesses and contact teams, covert use of various sects and cults, control of channels through which the alleged space messages can make an impact on the public. This is why the cabal is so obsessed with symbology. They're so you talk about when you spoke to the center of the world. There was a dragon there that she spoke to. She said, it sounds weird, but I went to the center of the world, got this bird, something she said it was a dragon, and she spoke with the dragon. This guy got crazy. The wind watcher of the world has died, or it's gone, so we're just by the bad watcher. If you're around, maybe you can help out. Because one thing is for sure, though, that he's not working on.
Are different based on actual evidence, and that was one of the purposes to find and break people up while activity was going on. For those of you who have the book, The Crime and Punishment of I.G. Farben, the largest compound that has been written up as being the network for, again, the supremacy, the end of World War III, finalizing World War II, and controlling us through corporations and chemicals. During World War I, the chemical compound in Germany needed gunpowder. They needed salt. They had to go to Chile for saltpeter. They had to get synthetic ammonia in order to make gunpowder, and they had to scale the world and find out where to go. They had to convert the ammonia into nitric acid. This is the book on I.G. Farben. The munitions industry needed nitric acid, and they looked around for various areas where they could get it from, particularly from Chile. And then there was a shortage in nitric acid during World War I. And all of a sudden, the German admiral team, where this book devised a bold and imaginative plan worthy of the stakes involved. Of Falkland Islands. This was during World War I, an unfortified coal lake and a supply base for British naval vessels at the tip of South America. These islands were the southern from Cambridge.
Is that true?
Yeah, well, I think so. I don't know.
I'm a road to chat. See, I can't gauge the chat. Okay, wow, something's new on the show. So in your screen, how are you broadcasting? You're using your virtual webcam through Streamlabs? What are you doing right now?
I have my regular setup, and you're looking at the virtual cam. This way,
I'm just saying, how is it?
I'm using the cam here. Alex, I think you're eating too many Krispy Kreme donuts, my friend. By the way, speaking of that,
let's just different last week. Yeah, I'm eating too many donuts on my
oh, I can fix that. That's not the prime time anything. Oh, we're gonna have the Alex on for interview. Alex, welcome to the show, everybody. This is the guy you love to hate, and the I don't know you read the comments, Alex, or you stay away from the comments on this video because there's a lot of hate out there. There's some love. I look at it as love. I look at it, the hate as love. Alex is very loved.
My surprises. This is uncomfortable for me. I'm an only child. I didn't get any gifts as a kid. Okay, well, I said that music, so I kind of hear it hand.
Oh yeah.
We're just being in a great mood. That's the difference. You don't realize. Like everybody in the chat, everybody's in a happy mood today. We all got a pep in our step. That's what. So just somebody lit a fire under our ass. I don't know. There you go. So we get to it in the first half, but Alex did eight number 4. Was it a Krispy Kreme donuts? 4 was it. And let me give a little teaser. The teaser is I showed it to Paige, and she said, "Alex, you need to tone it down a little bit." Right? So we all know what's going to happen on day 5. I need to see pretty. I warned her about that comment. I want to see it. And we'll show the video in the second half because we can't show it on YouTube because it's not suitable for YouTube. And we'll show all 4 days. Alex, you ready? Probably could. All 4 days. We could.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I might as well do the trend. It's more than a trilogy. I was planning on 10 days. Gosh, I got to see 5. I got to change my time.
How is you can't stand the time? No, I like the tie.
And I like the time matches where you guys see
you're disappearing. You're like Marty McFly.
Now when I say it's fucking up, it doesn't fuck up. It's funny. Okay, now the tie's fine. Okay, well, but
and that's a handkerchief, a yellow handkerchief in there.
Yes, I was trying to be extra matchy for the Baby Truth Show because people don't realize, guys, this is a pre-show for the 35 people, and then I think it's 67 total watching my show. Guys, this show is going to be taken to the patrons only, so if you want to see the entire show, you got to join my Patreon, or David's, or Jared's. Don't join David's because he's not treating me with enough respect. He's causing me fat. He's not.
Called fat.
I warned you about this. I warned you about this. I know. I'm just saying, join mine or Jared's. Do not, please, save me my dignity. I'm already eating these donuts. And I don't want to be disgusting. I'm doing it for you, David. I'm doing it to give people pleasure right now. People are in a literal coma of trauma-based mind control where they can't take anymore. People want freedom, and they're still squeezing out, they're wringing out the last little bit of pandemic they can. It's like they're just wringing out the last little thing, and people are falling for it. So
cases are up.
My donuts. I'm eating donuts for freedom. These donuts are going to free a lot of people's minds.
Let's play a little segment we're going to have right now. It's bonus. What is your favorite Alex Stein moment of the last week? And I'll start. My favorite was during the stream where Alex was getting the mad donations, when he's freaking out, sweating. He pulls out a fancy silk handkerchief out of his suit. The guy's not wearing pants. He has a fancy handkerchief.
I got one now.
By himself. Is it my turn now? Wow. That was my favorite moment. My favorite moment was Alex being just an asshole to Flat Earth Subgenius. That was fun. High as a kite, just being an asshole. It was a really good time.
Well, he talked a lot of smack to me, kind of. And actually, there's no smack. I'm watching this. We got into it a little on Instagram. He's like,
over that, or no?
No, he was all nice. We didn't really get into it. I'm just saying we talked about it. There's no beef whatsoever. But
no,
I just, when you get the crosshairs, it's just part of the hazing. The show, every show. You have to haze the callers. That's the Howard Stern 101 rule.
It was almost as bad as Kelly.
Kelly was a jerk. I mean, Kelly overreacted because Kelly couldn't say medical stuff, but I know Kelly. I'm always screaming down at people. That's part of calling on the show. I can either be your best friend or your worst nightmare.
And guess what? On the entire marijuana stream, the 420 stream, there wasn't one playing of the stupid Ninja song. So I feel like I did my job.
Wait, we never played I Want to Be Ninja. I think I'm going to have her, Jennifer Murphy, Go Girl, on my show. She's my queen. We need to have her on the Baby Truther show just to piss you off. I'm going to have her in the first hour because that's illegal. No, David looks forward to something like this.
I'm going to make a plea right now. I'll give you the reason why. We need a 4 toast, and the reason why is because I don't like the scream. It's a 3. That's the reason. Okay. That's reason enough for me. It looks really fun. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, George Floyd, rest in peace, Angel, my angel. We should have a song.
To be honest, to be fair, Black Square, that kind of shows you are down for the cause.
How about we do the debate stuff and they just have like some logo? How about we gotta do a sign language? I'll bring that in. We gotta be signing. I'll put the signer up there so we'll do. All right, welcome to the show. Let's get into what we're going to be talking about. Do you want to start? Well, here's the thing. We've gotten a few complaints. I've gotten a few complaints. Quite often. Happens quite often, but if I'm good at it.
I'm not the best Flat Earth debater. You suck. No, yes, you do. You get complaints about your debates.
Yeah,
you get complaints.
I know. Everybody loves me. Wow. That's a lie. So go ahead, Darren. Well, no, just shortly. I mean, because there's 2 groups here, right? There's a, what do you call them, truther group, and then there's a crypto group. Even though I think of them as one of the same, and I actually think that there should be more of a coming together, but I get it. Some people don't like the crypto talk, some people love the crypto talk, vice versa. So we're going to try and section it off a little bit better so it's not sprinkled throughout. So people
And I agree. I agree with the people that don't like it. I agree. They come in here. They want to hear truth. They want to hear flat Earth. That's the number one reason people are here.
Yes,
is because of flat Earth. And I could talk crypto the entire show. It's really exciting and fun, and it literally is a path to giving us more power and freedom. So, but I agree with the people that say we don't want it. So crypto is one of the things that we can talk about on YouTube without getting demonetized, striked, or whatever. So you can have a crypto segment for no more than
20 minutes, 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Okay, but hey, I want to make one point that this is why, and then I don't want to get stupid, this is one thing, I just want to make one. Nobody likes talking about finances because most people are poor. Right? That's what we say. You know what I mean? I'm just saying the majority of people are.
Okay, so let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of something that would be important for even a poor person. So, if when Jeff Berwick announced Pirate Coin at 3 cents and told people
And they came in late at 10 cents.
Okay, so let's say they got it at 6 cents. Right, so they get it there a little bit early, 6 cents. So somebody who's poor, maybe they could put what? Can they come up with $300? Maybe if they really scrounge, they have it ready. I don't know, maybe $300.
No, these people are behind on their light bill. People are getting evicted.
That doesn't happen.
Everybody almost can't come up with $300, Alex.
I'm telling you, I'm not telling you. I don't know what you know this day.
Let's go test and look for receipts.
Everybody can find money to invest. I'm not calling it wrong. I'm just saying most paycheck barely can afford their shit. I don't. I just. Yes. But all the people that have money should be investing in crypto. If you're broke living like that, I just think the majority of people are paycheck.
Okay, so $300. Sharon, I'm just saying $300 if somebody put in $300 when it was, say, 5 cents. I think that would be worth, and to say it's 7 right now, it would be worth like $50,000. So, I mean, just $300 could really make a difference. Now, I guess it could go away too.
And to be fair, I know some broke ass comedians that are doing really well with crypto right now. The guys who are broke as shit, and they're like now.
There's a lot of people out there.
They're going on trips and stuff. You can just tell their lives are totally different than what they were just. And their comedy hasn't gotten better. It's just their crypto talk.
I can't give any names, but there's people that I've given consultations to that are quitting jobs.
So that's what that is.
Very excited. Okay.
I'm not anti-crypto. I'm just saying. That's my last point. Most people are poor. They don't hear you talk about
No, but here's the thing. If opportunity came up, you're like, okay, I got to do something to change my life. If you are unable to come up with 100, 200, 300 bucks, you probably shouldn't be watching the show. You should probably be doing something else to get yourself, get your life in order. So
unless you're watching this at work.
Yeah, well, that's fine also. But wait, Jaren's not even giving it. I've been listening to Jeff Berwick for 10 years. I haven't been following his advice for 10 years. If I did, you'd be talking to Pablo Escobar right now, right?
He'd be flying from Vegas right now.
Yeah, so $300 at 5 cents. If Jeff's prediction is right for the end of 2021, and Jeff's been right for the last 10 years, you would have $1.8 million.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
insane.
And it's actually 6 cents. Yes, it'd be about 50,000. Yeah, it's pretty insane. And there's, it's still not too late. So, it's up to people. I don't like to ever tell them what to do. It's not financial advice, but a lot of people have done really well with that. And if you look at Jeff's track record, he made a while narrow a while back, and I always thought, maybe that didn't do well. It didn't go over well. And I look today, the price is up like 150 times from when he called it. And, Chainlink right now is $40. He called it when it was 40 cents. He told everybody to get into Bitcoin when it was $2. Told everybody to get into Ether when it was $4. Now it's $2,500. Monero, he told people to get in when it was $4. Now it's $400. So, and I can't find one that he missed on. So I'm just thinking that next time, I think some of us have to be ready. And by be ready, by the way, let me tell everybody, if you are still looking for it, I know you maybe feel like you missed it or you don't know how to do it or you've tried. I know I made a video, I guess it wasn't really good enough for some people or they weren't able to figure it out. I went ahead and scheduled a group class tomorrow night, Friday night, from 6 to 8 p.m. all about. So if you want to sign up for that, go check it out. If you're $10 a month or more patron, you get in for free. Okay.
Last point. Also, for the whole show.
Last month,
challenge. Some people hear you guys talking about how badass crypto is, and they're broke. It gives them anxiety because they can't.
I never heard that. You already said that like a minute ago. Yeah.
It gives me anxiety because I'm not producing anything out. So
Well, it gives you anxiety, so that's good. So
that means it gives to other people. So you're giving people anxiety.
I gotta go check the chat. I bet you everybody's just loving life because they're all rich now. Let me see that wrong. Oh, this is everybody in the. Let's see. This is the patrons chat.
That's one thing we should make. That's one thing we do need to realize, guys, is money will never make you happy. I grew up in a very affluent neighborhood.
Really? He's right.
I always say, I've just seen a lot of people's suicides, a lot of fucked up stuff, Jared. So I'm saying money does not. There's a lot of existential problems of money.
Because how do you say that? Let me explain to you my life. My life is great, except for like a little bit more money. So, if money's really happy, Jared's already happy. Right.
Well, then go get some more money. But no problem, Jared. No problem.
That's a psyop. That's a psyop right there. They want you to think that you have money, you have problems. You could be the same exact person. You just have the ability to go swimming in your pool in the backyard. I have to go to work today. I can make a meeting. No,
that's true. When I go to Olive Garden after my paycheck, I buy a lot more Alfredo pasta, which is probably going to get diabetes. I'm just saying, you live a little different. You drive a different car. And look, put it this way. Look, some of my heroes like riding down some of the jackass guys, like people with OD. If they didn't have millions of dollars, guys I looked up to were young. I'm just saying, you can see when they got millions of dollars, isn't it causing them to die really soon?
Yeah.
The money can't. I'm just saying, money can fuck up your life. When you're dead, you gotta it totally fucking did, but you're maybe your kid. Come on. Okay, don't guilt you. Don't ever compare yourself to a kid.
Did you watch Alex's reaction when he got $1,300 the other day? Yes. Fantastic. Talk about they're contradicting yourself left to right here. Why? You can get that clip shot.
I'm gonna do this weekend. I think it was total 78 donations before midnight. So I don't know how
I watched it again. There's very little to cut out.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot towards the back out, but I got it. I gotta sit down and freaking do it. But yeah, Jared, I'm not. Like I said, I don't know exactly. Money is important. We all need more money. We all need more money. I'm just saying we're all fucking poor.
Yeah, but it's not for me. I don't know. For me, it's just different. I'm not looking for more money. I don't want just I just want a little bit more. What I'm saying is, if there's something to where I don't have a retirement. What am I going to do when I'm 60? Do this? I'm going to be like, all right, it's Jaredism again, back with another live video for you.
And it's better to put money in a crypto account than just sitting in Bank of America doing nothing. And then you waste it on lucky on one of these. You waste it on a wrecked car. You make impulse buy and it's gone.
Yeah, and if you get lucky on one of these coins,
here's what you do. Listen, if you want to get into the crypto and put a few $100 in, what you do is you stiff your landlord, and with the new Biden laws, you can't be thrown out of your apartment. So
and that's very true. When they make Bitcoin illegal, which they're going to, it's going to go through the roof. It's going to be $1 billion. There'll be nothing better for it.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about going illegal. I don't know how they would do that. It's tough.
Bitcoin might be. Bitcoin might be.
No, Bitcoin might not be the call. According to Jeff, he says that people are going to realize it's not very private and get out of it. But I don't think it's going to get them illegal. Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, didn't they make it illegal for some things in Belarus or something like that?
Or something like that with an upper price. There's people.
Yeah, I agree. But putting it in a black market is not going to raise the prices. People are going to still use it. I mean, the black market makes the weed go higher. I mean, it's going to make it go the value skyrocket.
So a couple people putting it, they say 30 times in the next 6 months.
Steadily priced at about $110,000 for the last couple of weeks. $110,000 an ounce.
Or to 100. Okay, that's gonna. Yeah, and I see people asking, how do you get invested in R? I just said we're doing a group training tomorrow. Is that what you call it? I don't know. That's right. But again, I see people saying I missed on R. Maybe not. Maybe not if you think that it's going to go to $50 this month.
I missed on Bitcoin when it was $7. When it was $7. I thought I missed it. And then when it was at 100, I definitely missed it.
Yeah.
Then it was at 1,400, I completely missed it. Right?
And I thought I missed ARR too. I thought it was over. I'd given up on it. So thank goodness for comeback kids. Let's see. Is Terrence's video on how to buy R on Patreon? No, it's on my It's on my YouTube channel. It is there, and it was actually on Jeff's show today. Believe it or not, Jeff. Thank you very much for the shout out. Now you've got me even more packed with consultations. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Right, and if anybody
That's awesome.
If anyone's into crypto a little, you already know what you're doing a little bit. Just have some Bitcoin. Buy some Bitcoin and sit on it, and then Jared will show you how to turn it into whatever you want.
What did Jeff say? I'll bring it on top of your dick. He said, Jared, suck my dick.
No, I missed that part of it. So.
What if he said something?
I don't want to show it.
You
found some secret now. You don't think so.
Maybe they're going to censor it on YouTube.
So let's finish off. We said we're going to finish off crypto, so we're going to get done. We're going to be done with it. So what we are going to do, because there are some very excited people right now, and we're going to have a little party on Tuesday. Dave, tell them about it.
On Tuesday, it's going to be me, Jared, Crumb, and Uncle Vigilante. We're going to do a show about crypto and R, and it's going to be a blast.
Wow, the pirate coin show. So you guys are kind of, to be honest, let's be real though, you're copying Patricia Steele with her crypto show.
What, they have a pirate show?
No, not on R. They have an Axion show.
Oh, totally different.
To that.
Totally different.
You know what? Absolutely right. It's 100% the exact same thing, Alex. You're right.
Why?
And you're muted.
There you go. You got it. Why is it the exact same thing?
I didn't mute them. I just threatened to mute them.
I'm just teasing you. That'll be a good thing. People will like
Jeff,
it.
People are asking, who's Jeff? Who's Jeff?
I'm bringing it up. Yes.
Dollar Vigilante. The best place to watch him, I used to say it was on BitChute, but I've been finding that Odyssey is best. It's Dollar Vigilante. He does his walks and talks with his dog Lucy. They're hysterical. They're funny. They're about COVID, making fun of it, and about crypto.
He's great. He's a good guy. He's looking
out a couple times a week,
and he's always looking out for everyone else. At least that's the way I've seen him. He's just a nice guy. Yeah. And it's funny.
He's funny, and he's made hundreds of
probably
millions.
Filthy rich. Yes.
This year. He's buying a yacht. He's buying a solar yacht and a jet.
He's buying that this year. Really? He said that? Oh boy.
Yes. He's getting a couple people to go in on it with him so they can share it. You know, if you have like 5 or 6 people, families sharing a jet, and you hire a pilot. They also have a pilot. Check this out. One of their pilot buddies, who works for like major airline, they're forcing him to. If he wants to keep the job, he has to get the job. He's not going to get it, so he's like, "I'll be your pilot." He's like, "Done."
So now he just hired him full time.
I won't fly private. Not that I even get that opportunity very often, but I won't fly on a private jet.
All right, so I'm just going to skip over Dallas when we pick up Jaron when we go down to Mexico.
Because of Buddy Holly, because of
you guys have been on. The last time I went on one a few years ago, and I was so scared I was going to die. I told myself I'll only get on a big plane from now on.
Why?
All right.
It was just the way it was so bad, and I'm an experienced flyer. It was so bumpy. It was a small jet. It was just so fucking bad.
The small ones are worse.
That's what I'm saying. The smaller are worse, and it was so bad. I told myself, well, this is to go. It was like an hour-long flight. I was like, why didn't I just drive this 4 hours? I'm up here sweating.
Can we know where you went in a private jet? I'd like to know. Is that possible?
I went from Dallas to Houston.
For what reason? Who were you flying with? Who's the...
Well, it was actually outside. It was in Kerrville, outside of Houston. So Prince Rvnez.
You have a silk hanky you could pull out of your pocket when you were sweating your balls.
No, we were just drinking, and this guy was like, "Oh,
you're drunk?"
Plane. I wasn't, but I was sober on the plane. But the people on the thing, there was other people on the plane that were drunk. Not the pilot. I got on this thing. I thought we were going to crash all the time. I was scared to death. I just told myself, I'm not going. I don't give a fuck about a private jet. I'm scared.
All right. Moving on from crypto. So
I got Jeff's
show on Tuesday.
I'm going to bring Jeff. Tuesday at noon. So same time as this show. And if you have any pirate gear, you can bring it if you want. If you want to dress up, we'll bring you on the show. You can jump on and act like a fool if you want.
And if anybody has any pirate want to see how easy it is to transfer, just scan this barcode. This barcode.
Oh, here we go.
With your wallet, and you can just send some pirate chain right there.
Now he wants. I should have had that ready. I'm not ready for that. All right, we'll just watch the end of this part at least.
I didn't know this show Pirates of the Caribbean is what it's going to be. It's Pirates of what, America? You guys have to give it a cool pirate's name. Like, it's just Jack Sparrow.
No, it's just going to be. Because here's the thing, Alex. You know how? We've just really gotten over the whole idea of Q recently, right? We were big fans of Q for a while, but now
we're down to R.
We're going to move on to R.
No, we'll go back.
No, the next
No,
letter.
go
The next
back.
letter. Why would we want to go back to
Really?
that?
Not the R.
But it's 17,
wants to go
dude. 1-7. Trump's coming back, man.
Yeah, but R. 18. Triple six, my friend.
That's baby sure there. All right, we'll just listen
Not
to this part. Here
really.
you go.
Trump is still the president of the United States. Like, y'all are insane, I guess.
Yeah. Here's Jeff. I think he said some nice
And I think he's an amazing guy. And I think,
no, before that.
you can.
No, before that. Or wondered, Jared, where's the price of a coin there? Okay, now, if you ever wonder where the price comes from, well, take these top two lines.
Did you know that
Price, where the price comes from for a coin, or did I teach you that?
Top two.
In between the
I got
person selling for the least and the person
that.
buying for the most.
I should mention, I really like Jaron. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And
There
he
you
does
go.
like consulting. So he actually does one-on-one consulting. So if you're like, man, I don't understand any of this crypto stuff, you can book like a 1-hour appointment or 2-hour call with him. He'll walk you through everything.
Thank
And
you, Jeff.
I really like Jaron a lot, and I think he's an amazing guy. And I think no one will, who like does a 1 or 2 hour call with him is going to be disappointed. You're actually going to end up making a really cool new friend because Jaron's that cool. So go to his video, and in the comments, in the notes below, I think he has ways to contact him. And I definitely would recommend that if you're interested and you want one-on-one sort of consulting, which we don't really offer at Dollar Vigilante and Crypto Vigilante.
So a lot of people that have reached out to me and asked,
Wow.
who would I recommend for obviously investing, and it would be one of those two. Dave, are you part of both of them? Do you get the emails for both? Crypto and dollar?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. And so I don't want the ones that are age. Right, and Dollar Vigilante gives out stock tips, and Crypto Vigilante, it seems like once a quarter they're putting out some underground pick for a coin, and it seems like they're hitting every time. So,
Well, you get Khloe Kardashian's newsletter as well, right, Dave?
no, we passed on that one. Dave gets
Why
out.
you unsubscribe to? Wait, David, did you unsubscribe to Khloe's newsletter? So you guys start a news show without me, and you guys unsubscribe to Khloe Kardashian's newsletter.
We're trying to force
What's
you.
going on?
We're trying to force you into crypto. We
doing?
figured that if we
All right, I muted him.
the thing is, Alex, is we want to force you into crypto, and we figure if we just keep having other shows without you, and we're like, this is a crypto show, we're gonna have a party. But how excited would you be to dress up like a pirate on Tuesday? And you can't go. No, well, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. She's not watching anymore. So she'll still watch.
President of the NAACP. So right away, we got a white.
You don't know who Rachel Dolezal is?
I never read it. I don't pay attention.
She's a race. She's a race.
She identified as being black, right? So it says she's president of the NAACP, was vilified for identifying as a black. Okay, would you agree with that statement? Yeah, right. She was vilified for.
Okay, that says some men choose to identify as women, and some women choose to identify as men. I would agree with that statement. That happens, right? So far,
well, I mean, I don't know. Identify. I mean, I was born a female.
No. It says some men choose to identify as women. That's a true statement.
Yes, that's true.
And some women choose to identify as men. True statement.
100%.
It says you will be vilified if you deny that they literally are what they identify as. Discuss. And so this guy got hung out to dry for it. You know who it was? It's Richard Dawkins. So of all people to make that tweet. Is that guy dumb as fuck? Does he not realize that he's on the side of like evolution and different genders, and it's just weird to hear something like that make that claim. Anyway,
he probably got touched as a kid or something.
And he got fired from his job, and this happens. You cannot go against that. The ruthless left.
But if you really think about this whole transgender, I mean, I didn't go to high school. It's like, I don't know. This is what I'm trying to say. I never think about travelings and stuff. And they like to play to dress up. I don't know how many people that actually transition and live their whole life that way. I know they exist. I know that is a for real thing. But I know the gay community see a lot more. But it's like, dude, they put this issue up front on purpose, and it's so blatant just to admit for all of the African Americans that don't like gay people. It's like literally that is the. Nobody cares about gay people. Nobody's anti-gay. But when you start putting all this trans in people's face, it makes somebody that doesn't care about gay people all of a sudden well, no, I hate all the gays because they're all trans. It's just trying to lump them in. I don't understand what it's very small segment. They're trying to lump them with the whole gay community, and it's just very bad. It's very bad.
Isn't it the most obvious blatant nonsense that we can say that you are what you identify as, but you're not allowed to identify as another race? But you can say you're a different sex. So that right there defeats all.
In the future, they're going to say, well, Rachel, and it's fine. identifies as black. Even though she got a lot of hate for
I
it.
can see it. She white as can be, or she kind of dark.
No, she's dark. She's white. Her parents white. She tans herself. She puts on makeup. You don't know it. Let me show you a radio.
Because I want to identify as another race. I'm tired of being Italian. It's not fun.
Well, okay, let me do this.
What should I be like? How about like what are people from Bangladesh called? Bangladeshi?
Bangladeshi, that's who you are. You already are Bangladeshi.
Yeah, I want to identify as that. I think it'd be better.
Okay, so this is Rachel Dolezal. This is her, and this is her as a girl.
No, if you want to see certain words like that, you give it like that. If you want to see this person that I've never seen before. All right. Oops, I got to do the Zoom share. I guess that worked out well. Okay.
Okay, so this is her. She has two white parents. This is her as a kid, and she pretended to be black.
But I don't understand pretended to be black. So what does that mean? Does she use the N-word and stuff? What is it?
No, she ran in a local NAACP chapter. She was the head of it.
But is that not allowed for
African American?
Like,
well, no, usually it'd be a black person that works for the.
Be like George Floyd in charge of a chapter of the KKK. Probably not gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, and so basically, like let's see, Rachel Dolezal update. She's still saying, because I just read it today. Should be Rvnez award after comparing transgender, but
no, but hold on, go back to that. Go back to this is what we're talking about. So think about what he just said is the only thing I've ever agreed with Richard Dawkins on in my entire life, and he's being removed. He's having his humanitarian award removed because he said if this girl can't identify as a certain race, how can we say that these people can't identify as a certain sex? And look, he's being hung out to dry. He's even one of them. Years old, dude. 80. They love this guy, man. They worship that guy. Simon Dan was in line to get the tattoo of Dawkins. Wait, isn't it under? Wait, is he on there? No.
Richard Dawkins loses humanist. What is it? Humanist of the year.
He can't be a humanist because you said
humanist. I can't even say that humanist.
Oh my God, so ridiculous. He'll probably get fired. He'll probably go away.
Okay, this is the update. Like transracial Rachel Dolezal whines that she can't get a job. Infamous race faker Rachel Dolezal, the white woman who's outed for pretending.
So hold on. Time out. I want to say it. So it's infamous race faker. Yet why can we not say that about people who say they're a girl when they're a guy? Why? This is what I'm saying. Why is there such a? It's the same thing. Is it not the same thing?
I know, but this is the other thing. I think I don't know how you call it.
Vicious race baiter. When that's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I just what I'm saying is with all this freaking stuff. This is what was it? I forget what was it. Steven Crowder had a thing. There are only two genders. Change our mind.
Yes.
I was just reading an article. There are people that are born.
Sure.
Learn this.
Yeah,
so there should be another. I'm saying the idea that there could be three genders is not.
Nobody's saying that.
Nothing I'm saying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the problem is I think. I just don't understand if people are going to say, I'm a guy. Like I said, if I walk up to somebody and say, sir, I need to, and they're like, oh, actually, it's miss. And I'd be like, oh, sorry, miss. And then I would go, and it's over. That's it. That's all it takes. It doesn't take anything more than that. Yet they make this big old deal of it. And they actually say that those people are who they say they are, right? Caitlyn Jenner. What is it?
The only time it's even a big deal, though, Jaron, is for people under 18 because nobody cares about sports after 18. College sports, but who cares? Even college sports, private schools can do whatever they want. So, it's just all the people really care about is giving puberty blockers to kids and having them cut off their cocks before they're 18 when they can't.
Well, I do care. I think we should be able.
I care about that. I'm saying that's what we should care about. After 18, if you want to dress and transition to whatever, and you want me to call you by your right name, I can almost kind of see, I'm not saying I should go to jail for it.
Sure, Caitlyn Jenner is Bruce Jenner, right?
Whatever. I'll call you Sarah if you change your name.
Yeah, but Caitlyn Jenner is Bruce Jenner. That's Bruce Jenner.
Yes, yes, but I would call Caitlyn Jenner Caitlyn to Bruce's face. I would
her face, but not here. Not here. We're not going to call her Caitlyn.
No. Yeah. You got to show him a little. I don't know, and the thing is, it's all a psychological.
I still have problems with it because I'm like, if you ask him,
the biggest one though, Jared, nobody cares a shit about trans stuff. They're probably 5 trans athletes that are even important. You know what I mean?
So they hang. Again, I'm not a fan of Dawkins at all, but so they hang him out to dry because he didn't say anything wrong. Read that tweet again. It wasn't even bad. Yeah. I've heard worse things said in this show at least 15 times.
Well, what a crock of shit that even got the award for
that's true.
Humanist of the Award.
Yeah, how is he a humanitarian for saying that we came
humanitarian of the year? Fuck that.
For saying that we came from
monkeys? Did we evolve from Bon Scott? What did he say that?
Did you know it's as simple as this? Do you know that we've never had a 1-cell organism turn into a 2-cell? yet evolution is true? Dude, think about that. There's never been a one cell turn into a two cell. Yet evolution is taught in schools is true. How would you evolve if one can't go to two? It's just, it's insanity. I don't know how they've convinced this world of the nonsense that they have, and people just buy it, man. They love anything that they're told is the truth, man. They just fall for it. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit about, if you guys didn't see Level, decent movie, good movie. And we like it. Let's talk about Level.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Hold on. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I need to watch it. I'm going to watch it as soon as it's done.
You're not in half today if you're looking for it. Yes, and it's.
But this is my question. You said decent, and this is my thing because I haven't seen it yet. So this is coming from an unbiased. I want to hear your guys' opinion. David's quick thing is, guys, you guys are expert. You guys are the top.
We're the top of the class.
Flat Earth. Yes. I'm just saying, and I've done thousands of hours. I'm almost sick of flat Earth. I've puked flat Earth out. I've ingested so much.
Yeah, you told us. You told us you think it's gay or something.
I know. I just said it's gay to call yourself a flat earther. It's not. Everybody hates it, but I am a flat earther, obviously.
Oh, you're here.
It's not cool to be like, hey, I think it's flat.
No.
Irving.
I don't know. I got to.
This documentary. What was in this documentary, Jerry?
The computer's frozen. Hold on.
If you're already a flat earther, it but it lays very nicely. Yeah. If you're a flat earther and you have somebody, a friend, a spouse that's not a flat earther, you make some dinner in front of the TV or whatever. You set it up and you watch it together, and it's something that could hold people's attention for the hour. It's about an hour, right? Yep, an hour. Maybe a little longer.
And it's very pretty. I'm a big fan of anybody.
And it's well done, and it's shot
I like that
together. It holds people's attention. I added it to my flat earth crash course.
Hold on. I have a mic. I can't.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. My computer volume was all the way down.
Oh, yo, you just got the you got, what was that? Is that the MPC Live?
No, it's the other. It's the MPC 1.
Oh, you just get that?
Yeah. Well, I got it like 2 weeks ago or something, but I'm just learning how to use it.
You're just learning how to use it. Is it anything like the this guy? Like the one?
they use all the same terms. Like,
yeah.
It is like the more I use it, it's the same thing. It's just like it just kind of looks different. And there's more features, but there's a lot of features I don't care about, like, so I don't have to learn those,
Right. Hold on a second. I accidentally hit a button and then the screen did something. Hold on a second. Like it shrunk up and I'm in the corner.
Hold on.
I think I pressed something.
I never used this, but I think. Did that make it better?
No, I was moving something around and I accidentally pressed something, and what the heck did I press? Oh, F1. I don't know. Oh, hold on. What's this? Hit something by accident on the top, I think. Oh, great. Hold on. Oh, this is great. First time Oh, okay, hold on. No. I don't know. What the hell did I hit? Oh, hold on. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. Oh, hold on. Full screen. All right. That'll do. Now you're on, like, we're on this, on my screen, we're on this side. So.
Okay. Does this change if I do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit, it blew it up a little bit when you did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They have other ones, like, I guess this is for if you have more people or something. Like,
but your audio sounds really good. Like,
oh, really? That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even have.
Oh yeah.
No, because like I was on. You didn't even know I was on for like a little over 5 minutes, and then
Oh,
so
weird.
I can hear it. It's sad. The only thing was like what you had playing in the background, the like
Oh, the iPad in the back.
yeah. I mean that it I could hear everything you were doing, but that kind of was over. Like I don't know if that's, but I was listening to what you had on. Like I don't know what you were listening to, but
I was listening to different stuff. The first was like Antarctica, and then it was some other podcast, and they're talking about crypto or something or Bitcoin.
oh, that bullshit.
Yeah, Bitcoin. I wish I bought some. I didn't get it.
Well, yeah, well, now it's like how much is it like it's ridiculous how much
Like
that
$1 million
Yes.
to get one. So I can't get it.
It's funny because like when you text me, because I didn't even have anything, like I'm just like it looks like you just like have a new setup. I'm just starting, like, because I'm waiting for stuff to come. So like
Oh yeah.
I actually was replacing the computer I have right here. I was replacing the hard drive, and I had it out. So I was like, "Oh, let me pop it back in."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "Yeah, it's a mess. This like back here." I tried to put some soundproofing up. Some of it, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I have some of that stuff. I have speakers like that have that's
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah. And then I got there's
these stands.
Those are nice. Where'd you get
Yeah,
those?
they're like on Amazon. They're only like $20 or $40 or something.
I gotta
They're pretty
replace
cheap.
my monitors. I've had to replace my monitors for like a decade.
Oh
I had
yeah,
the
I
same
know.
one.
Something.
They're good. Like they
things
do.
last.
Huh?
Some things last mad long.
The ones I have, they're beat up, but they still are good. I just want to get it. I've had these for 13, 14 years, I think.
Wow. I've
They
never
work.
had like good ones. I've only had like M Audio and like
That's the
entry
problem.
level ones.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of crap that I haven't even all hooked up yet. Because I
got a mic.
I saw that. Yeah, you sent me. I got another one too. I got this one in front here. It's like a Yeti, but it's
Oh yeah,
not
that's what I got.
it's not a Yeti though. It's Samsung. Same thing. It might be.
Nice.
Yeah. Works the same way, I think. And then I got some other interface that I haven't
wonder
even.
how I can play beats when the mic, like when I plug in the mic. Like I'm wondering, maybe I can like because I have an interface, maybe I can send one of the StreamYard links to the iPad, and then have the iPad plugged into the interface.
Well, where's your interface?
It's like right here. It's like right here.
What kind is it?
It's a Press Persona.
Oh, are you trying to play off of the MPC Live?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not MPC Live, MPC One. Are you trying to play it straight off of there?
Yeah, and then like if I send a stream link to the iPad, it'll like hear the audio through the interface on the iPad, and then it'll stream that.
Can you use that as an interface by itself? Do you know?
Yeah, but the thing with that, I don't want to do that because it's not the last thing in my chain.
Right.
It's
But
like-
probably for streaming, it'd probably be easier though.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just because I had and you the other thing you might want to look into that I tried before. I have this. It's funny. I have a because when I was using the oh god, I don't have it anymore. The Native Instruments, whatever that controller was.
Machine.
Yeah, I used that for like half a year, and I did something where you could get different like. There's these drivers called ultra. What is it called? Virtual audio cable, and you might be able to use that and mess around with instead of using the ones on your interface, because you might be able to do something because it also has something to do with the video, like how I don't know how to explain it, like you because I know you're saying you want to do it all at once, like just have it, which you should be able to do with the MPC one. You should be able to do it I would think pretty easy because it's a new it's a you know what I mean. It's not like the one I have, like the 1000. You should be able. There should be a way that you could do it with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And I would think by
streaming from the computer.
But
I could also stream from the iPad. Or I could just plug I could plug this interface into the computer, but then where would I plug in the mic?
Directly into the MPC one.
But it's a USB mic.
Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, you don't have the see. Oh, you just have you just have like the Yeti.
Yeah, I just have the Yeti.
Ah, see, that's okay. There you go. That's then. Yeah, that would be really hard. I don't think you could use two audio, like at USB drivers at the same time.
Yeah,
probably not. Yeah, I would get. I mean, because I went out because I'm gonna be doing like. You might want to. I don't know if you would want to look into this, but I'm gonna be attempting to do like low end voiceover work, or try to, anyways.
Nice.
To make a cut, because I saw that there was like websites and agencies and stuff that you would have to do, like you would have to try to sign up. Yeah. And then take whatever's there, and then do what they ask you to do, and then hope that they. I mean, if they don't, a lot of it's like $100, $200, like a, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Job. Yeah, right, exactly. So like, I looked at it a few months ago. I looked at a couple, and I was like, I need to like do that. Yeah. I'm like, I've been working with audio since I was a teenager. I'm like, so like that. I've been like scrambling around trying to figure out what to do with this back area here, so I could do it. So that I'm waiting for like, and I want to do. There's gonna be like, I'm gonna use this back area to do like a bunch of other things too. Yeah. But I forget why I was saying that. Oh, because of the mic. Because that's why I went out and got a. That's why I went. Where is it at? I went out and got just a regular mic because of that reason, and whatever else I could use it for. I got like an AKG. I don't know anything. Like I only know very little about mics.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what I mean? I know a couple brands that are good, but it seems like all the new mics that they come out with are all pretty decent. Like for just basic stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'd only need it for podcasts and stuff, or like recording.
Yeah,
like
these USB mics are they're just easy because you just plug in. They're pretty strong because I'm not even near mine.
Oh yeah.
And like they pick up everything too.
I know. I wonder how it would sound if I just play beats. Do that. I'm gonna try to do the iPad
Go ahead,
thing.
play one. It seemed like it was fine before. Like I was listening because you were playing stuff on the MPC one. I heard like it sounded fine. Yeah, it actually doesn't sound bad. See, now I feel like I gotta plug in my MPC now.
Is it loud or?
That sounds pretty good. It sounds like it's like. What do you have it? You have it plugged in to something or no? To like the interface? Or are you just playing it? It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's going through the interface on the speakers.
It actually doesn't sound bad. Sounds pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah, no, it sounds. Did you make that with that, or is that from the? You got the 3. You kept the 303.
Yeah, I have the 303.
You son of. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh, you know how much those? That was a smart. That was so because you sold. Did you sell the 404s?
I know. I have one right here and another 404 right here.
Oh, you kept both 404s.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an animal.
Because they're better than the MPC live, probably.
Oh, really?
Well, not really, but in different ways. They'll probably last
longer.
They don't need a software update.
Right, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? They're just working.
Right, I hear about those MPC, those new ones, and there was problems with like updates and stuff. I mean, you don't have. That's the thing, though. You don't have to update either, though. Like, you know what I mean? At some point, you're not going to be relying on it anyways. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like any other MPC at some point, just like with the 1000 or the, you know, no one even uses the actual, the firmware for it anyways. They use that JJOS or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No one uses the actual, so like eventually there'll probably be something that comes out for that. That's just, you know, I'm curious about those though. They made one, didn't they make one, a smaller one is the MPC one the more affordable one? Because I can't remember which is, because there was one they made.
It's like
600? 600 or so, yeah. That's not bad. I mean, that's how much a 1000 goes for online. More.
Yeah, I know. That's
actually
crazy.
More. Old gear is ridiculous.
Yeah, old gear is so much more.
I don't think I'm ever getting an ASRX ever again. Like,
oh yeah,
the price is they're up at like 1,000 at this point.
Yeah, you sold yours?
Yeah, like 2, 3, almost 2.5 years ago. Yep. As soon as I moved, like a couple months after I moved, I sold it because I didn't think I was gonna have. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna have the time to do this, and then I sold it, and then I sold my Serato controller, and I sold everything. I sold everything that I had then, and then I didn't even. Probably a year and a half or so, I didn't even touch audio at all. And then I started messing around with it and then I got the machine, and I picked up on that really quick. It's no different from the MPC either. Like, it's no different at all from an MPC. Like, it's the same thing.
The ASR?
No, the machine. Like,
oh,
that's what made me want to get the 1000. I was like, I have to get the 1000 now. Because I was like, it's pretty much the same thing. I think so. But the 1000 is like, you get like, I want to get another one. I want to get 2 of them.
Yeah.
At some point. The thing is insane. I mean, I've used like the 2000 and the 500. The 500 sucks. Freaking.
Yeah.
I know you know the 500 sucks a big. It's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
But the I use the 2000 a little bit, but this thing is like. You used the one. You had the 1000 a while ago.
Yeah, I had the 1000 for pretty long, maybe like 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's like once I figured out it. I mean, I could make stuff right away, but then once I figured out my way around it, and then once I started doing the resampling, it was like that was it.
Yeah,
like, this is easy.
Totally. It's a little. It definitely came back to me, all the features. It's just a bigger screen and it's more spread out.
That's what it looks. Yeah, I may get one of those at some point. I don't know. I kind of wanted to get back. All the new stuff is pretty high too. Like I looked at machines. I was thinking about actually getting the new standalone the machine.
Yeah, their one is so expensive.
Oh man, but that might be the
Twice
best one.
as much.
I know.
Yeah, it looks nice. It doesn't have a touch screen though, but
which is odd. Which is they pretty much made it the machine, just not the controller. Like it looks like the same thing, and it just looks like it's that they took that and just added hardware to inside. Like it looks pretty nice though, but I don't know. I don't know, but I'm fine. I mean, I'm glad I got the 1000 because. Oh man, it was like a year ago. I was like, I got to get a new one. I got to get a new whatever. And then so I was like, I tried out like 5 or 6 other machines and resold them. I was like, I want the 1000, but I was like, I want to try these others. I had like an itch. So I was like, I want to try all these other ones out first to see all these ones I wanted to for years. They all I'm glad I don't have to go back because they all didn't do something or didn't like what I wanted to do. Like I tried the Roland SP 808. I wanted to try that for like 20 years.
Oh that thing.
And it's not a bad, but it just all these machines are missing 1 or 2 things. That thing just there was no loop recording. And I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with that. And
could you pitch the samples?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst part of the SP Beats machines. They can't.
I know, because I had the 303 and it just doesn't do it.
You have to have you have to have another thing.
Like another SP,
you have to have some. I would use the iPad because it can pitch samples and do that on there.
Oh, and then, I see what you're saying. Like before you put it on.
Yeah, before I put it on,
you could do that in wherever you're sample. Yeah, before you do it. I mean, I tried. So the SP 808, I was like, this sucks. Sold it. Got the Roland, I think the MC 808 or whatever. The one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
What the heck was that? There was a lot wrong with that. No, not wrong, but it's a lot of it. Like you can't copy and like have. Like this, like on the MPC, you could have the sample on every pad or whatever. You can assign it to wherever you want. You could do whatever you want and have one pad one, another. You could have it chopped up how you want, whatever you want to do. You can't do that on there. And the track recording was terrible. And right away, I was like, gone. And then 2 days gone. 2 days later, gone. I got the the newer Electribe.
Oh, you had that?
For like, I'm telling you, that would have been great if you could. I'm like, why do they make a newer sampler if you can't do, like, you couldn't copy and paste on it, like you couldn't and chop stuff up. It was there. You had to find a roundabout way to do it, and I'm like, it shouldn't be that tough. I was like, it ain't me. It's just and I sent that. Like, I've seen videos with people making stuff, and I'm like, I get it because it's cheap, but gone. That one, and I'm trying. Oh, and the first one I lied. The first one I tried was the SP505. So the that kind of was supposed to contend with the 1000. That was all right, but it was so stiff. Like you could do everything on there, just about that you could do on a 1000, but just see everything didn't. It was I made a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, this doesn't feel this. And then after all that, I was like, I'm the 1000. I was like, and then as soon as I got the 1000, I was like, yeah, I don't know why I didn't just get this first. Put myself through the, but I had to like scratch that itch. I was like, I had to try all these out.
Yeah.
To see what if there's anything to any of them, and I was like, no, that was enough of that.
Yeah, I just need it. Yeah, if you have an MPC, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
I would only need the SPs, but I need the MPC for the drums because the SPs suck for drums.
What do you mean?
There's just the pads suck. You like say you're using a drum break, you can't.
I mean, you do fine with them though.
Yeah. Well, it's because of the iPad. I use the iPad for like a lot of stuff before they go into the SPs. Like where it's just I use Beatmaker 3. It's like having an MPC.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've seen that.
And I have the Akai controller that I can plug into it. So.
Oh, you got a lot of that's. You keep stuff. I get rid of. I mean,
I have sold a lot of stuff, but now I'm keeping it again. Like
that's at this point you should.
At one point, I only had an iPad.
I remember you saying that. Yeah,
it was the worst
because you were just trying something different.
Yeah,
you're trying something. Hey, no, but like everything's going. That 303, don't sell the 303.
No, that's the best one.
That thing is like $600 now.
Oh, really?
Look, I'm telling you, it wasn't that high 3-4 months. I always check, and I was thinking of getting something else, and I was looking at a bunch of old gear, and I was like, let me see what these old boxes go for. And I was like, the 202 is ridiculous too. They're all like,
yeah, the 202. How much is that?
Hold on, hold on. Let me see. Boss SP 303. I'm gonna look. The 303 is all right. It varies, but like almost $600. A brand new one, a 303 is like almost $1,300. No,
wow.
That's what I'm saying. Keep the 303 until it goes up to like.
It's like Bitcoin,
right? That's why I was like, I'm never getting any old gear again. It's too much.
Yo, how do you? Oh, you put your drum kits on the
I'll tell you. I only have two. It's funny how people complain about space, with
I know.
stuff, you don't need much space. Like you transfer stuff back and forth, and like I keep everything with the MPC. Like I don't delete my sequences or anything. I used to ASRX. I used to just make it, resample it, and not even save anything.
Yeah.
But the space, it doesn't. The MPC 1000 does really good with like small amounts of space. The way everything is saved.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of samples that are just on there. So like I don't know how well it would sound with this. I would have to maybe change interfaces to do it, but because this only has for a line in, this thing only has like one jack. I could probably do it. I don't know how it'll sound on here, but no, like I just take excuse me. I used like I told you about the virtual audio cable, those drivers. I use those on my computer, and I still sample from vinyl, but I think like I think the same thing with you at this point. You know exactly what you want to sample, probably. Like you have an idea of what, like you're not a fresh face.
Yeah.
we're vets people.
Yeah.
But you know, like you know exactly. You go, oh, I want this, and you can just go find it. I mean, you know, whether you have it on record or if you go online.
Yeah.
So what the virtual audio cable does, like you can go on YouTube and like find anything you want, and then sample it, like, and use your computer as like, and sample it like internally. So like kind of like resampling, I guess, would be a great, because you understand that, because that you use that. So
yeah, I love doing that.
Like as a like a way to understand it. So like it would just internally sample whatever you want it into like Audacity. You could just use Audacity, and it would use the virtual audio cable drivers, and then it's like that too, and it sounds really good. Like it sounds good. So that's I've gotten a lot of my drum kits that way recently, and then so I threw a bunch, like whether it's from whatever it's from, on wherever I would find it. And then I have just all kinds of drum kits on, like, because I was like, I don't feel like doing that work anymore. They're just all a bunch of drums on. I have so much drums on those. I have two those memory cards for the 1000 each. They're not that big, I think.
Yeah, I know.
But 8 gigabyte.
It's so many drum. The drum sounds are so tiny, so it's like.
Yeah, so I have a ton on there. And yeah, I have two 4 gigabyte CF cards, and I have tons of samples, drums, and whatever beats I've done on there, and I transfer them back and forth. But I still have tons of space.
Yeah.
So the way the MPC 1000 manages space is crazy. At this point, I don't even, for over about a year, I've been using it, and I haven't had to use any other cards. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Good. Oh man, I'm looking at that 303 and I'm just drooling.
I still use drum breaks because I'm lazy.
Well, I just hooked up the MPC.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Oh, are you kidding?
It sucks, right? I can go on tomorrow. I just hold on. I'll stay. I'll get my stuff ready while I'm still on.
All right.
Yo, do you hear the beat? Like, hold on. Let me mute my computer and see if you hear it. Still. I don't know why this mouse freezes. I hate that when the mouse like doesn't respond.
Where? Oh man.
We've only just begun to live. We've only just begun.
Yo, tomorrow I'll go on and use the plug in my mic and see how that works.
Well, you know what? I could use the other. This is the first time I'm even testing this one live. I could test the that other interface that I have here, and then I can actually hold on. Yeah, I'm like all the way away from the mic, because I have this here. This other interface I just got. I just haven't used it yet. That I can actually just plug everything in.
Nice.